Alright guys, short video. Gonna be taking a look at my old club's Ace Racer tier lists. This is gonna be exciting. I'm totally not gonna get angry at any of the choices they put here. Sakuragi was my old club, by the way. SKG, you know. This is 2 years ago, by the way, so this is probably season 3 this came out. I'm gonna be basing this purely on what I felt back then. F tier. There's no way this is their pick for the worst car. Are you joking? I love the IDR. It's a Futara. I guess the only issue is the passive, but like the passive is still pretty good because longer turbo means you get to accelerate for way longer. I understand, but I don't agree with having Futara this far down. Zephyrus should have been the one in last. I don't understand why this one was in last place. At least with Futara, you could at least go fast. With the Zephyrus, you didn't even have the air cruiser ECU back then, so this car never gained passive nitrous and air like it does now. Like, this should have been last. And the Focus after it. The Focus is way better than this, by the way. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Why is the Focus not after the Zephyrus? They're the exact same car. I completely forgot Stunt existed. So I'm not sure why these two are above Air Cruiser then. Why is the singularity so low? I don't understand it. Is it Mini Cooper that much better? There's no way he put the Focus in the... Okay, hang on. Is this C tier? There's no way you put the Zephyrus in F tier and this in C tier. That doesn't make any sense. There's the Mini. That's what I expected. The singularity should have been way back before that. Just saying. Okay. Hyper mapping is really good. That was the meta back then for supports, but this is like the free to play version of it. Why is the juggler up here? Vanquish, yep. I'm pleased to see that the Ether is above the Vanquish at least. Vanquish was my club leader's like favorite support. He had like one in purple and blue. He loved this car. Yep. Level 10 Ether. That was I never really saw people using this back then because everyone flocked to the Catalyst and Vanquish. Like, this was kind of the underdog, and it still is kind of the underdog. Like, there's a lot of faster supports out there nowadays, but this is just so reliable and easy to use. And its passive is so nice too. You get passive nitrous, a little bit of top speed, passive ult charge. It's great. Yep. Saw that coming. Catalyst was the meta back then. The outright support meta. What? If the Camaro was so good, why don't I see anyone use it nowadays? I guess I'm being a bit biased, because when I pick a support, I want something that goes really fast. You're not supposed to go fast in a Zettel 1. You're supposed to stay at the back and buff everyone from there. So that this is definitely a biased what? But yeah, I can see why this is good. I don't understand it, because nobody uses it. Nobody used it back then. I know it was only out for like a couple days, but still, like, you'd expect more people to use something if it was that good. That's a support tier list. Yeah, here is Interceptors. I am expecting Disruptor and Faraday in last, BMW above that. Both Savages, no, Mustang will be B tier. Aries will be in either C or D, even though I think Aries should also be in B. I think the Vindicator was out back then, so the Vindicator is definitely going to be up top. So if you guys don't know what this does, this is the fastest car in the game on base speed. It goes 230 kilometers an hour, which is just absurd. The problem is, its ultimate is completely useless. Like, all it does is grow cars 800% bigger. That sounds like a lot, but really, if you're good at driving, if you're in like the top level of play, this does basically nothing. There was a reason why nobody used a defender, even during the season it came out. I ate below the Faraday. I guess that makes sense. Nobody really had the Faraday back then, so I couldn't really gauge whether it was good or not. But the I8 just sucks. Electromagnetic's probably the worst interceptor ability in the game, besides the Land Rover. It still is. I don't know why people still use this. It's like so useless. What it's supposed to do is supposed to sap your nitrous and ultimate. That's all it does, and slows you down a little bit. Who cares? Just charge more nitrous. It's that easy. It does literally nothing to them. Aries in C tier, that's what I like to see. So that means the Mustang's in B or A. My club really liked the Mustang. Yeah, that's what I expected. Faraday above the i8. Electrokinetic's like the G63 of interceptors. Helios below the Mustang. Helios is really fast, but it's also really fat. Yeah, Helios also slows everyone down at the start. Link and Co. I used to think this was really bad back then, because it wasn't really that fast. Like, compared to Savages at least. But the thing is, when you use disruptors, they don't make you fast. They make everyone else slow. So if you're getting assaulted by one of these guys, one of the scramblers, you're done. Minus 30 is a big deal. Oh, my fan's on. It's probably background noise. Sorry about that. I am an amateur YouTuber who doesn't know what he's doing. Ford F-150 all the way down here. I forgot Smash Effect was in the game, but now that I remember it, like, I guess it makes sense. The Titan was way better than the F-150. Like, legendaries are just in a whole different tier, obviously. But still, the F-150 is brutal. Like, I was showing this to Tony. I just, like, once you get the first ult for the F-150, you just go, hi guys, smash! Hi guys, smash! Hi guys, smash! You just constantly spam ults with this. Yeah, okay, so Titan is in the same tier. Okay. That does make a bit of sense. Huh? The Manta is this low? I thought this would be in like SSS tier. This is like a meta of metas. This is like, if you had a Manta back then and it was maxed out, literally nobody could do anything that race. If you're ever facing a Manta in ranked and they're onto you, just give up. You're just sitting there like, okay, well, hopefully my team is good enough to make up for this now. If you're a support, it doesn't really matter that much unless you're a Mini Cooper, because then you can't buff your team anymore. Because you're going to be so far back. Mantas are brutal. I always got targeted by these guys. Like, go get the front cars. Why are you targeting a support? Am I too fast? Lotus. I almost forgot this was in the game. This is like a week 1 reward. Yeah, I think you purchase something every day and you get this. I didn't go all the way down there though. But I really do wish I did get the Lotus. Like, it's such a cool car, honestly. Very fast too. I think this goes 214. There's no way the Disruptor's all the way up here. I never see anyone do good in the Disruptor. Like, Disruptors are always last and far back last. Alright. I mean, I understand if you're good enough at the game to... to prove me wrong, then yeah, I guess so. This is like a really early skin, by the way. These skins were so cool. Vindicator? Mustang and S. No way. You put the Aries all the way down in C and you put the Mustang in S? What's the difference? I guess it's because the Mustang just feels so light. Like, I drove this in the previous video, and it was really good at cornering, but still, like, wow. My club was in love with that car. Okay, finally, the big one. I see an Infinity in the background. Guess which car is banned this season? Guess which car was always banned? Wow, if you didn't have an Infinity back then, and you were grinding ranked with this thing, nobody else could keep up. Like, I know I say the Excalibur is good, but like, the Infinity is ridiculous. I forget what it does, but it was extremely fast. Yeah. You guys all saw that rant, right? Slicer is a really bad ultimate. It's really good on some tracks. It takes a lot of skill to use Slicer, and it's not even that fast. Like, unless you're on a track that can abuse Slicer, like Heroes Road. Heroes Road is a good one for this car. You can get really fast on Heroes Road with the M4, but still. There's only like one corner you can do that on, though. There's better auto-driving cars. As expected. DB11's like the noob car. That's like the noob Speedster. Everyone uses it, nobody goes fast with it. Unless you're that guy who got 6th place in this week's time attack. Ford GT all the way in C tier. Okay, that's an interesting take. Motor Racer is really good, so I don't understand why this is so low down. Easily countered. Yeah, I know, but I mean, if you're in a Motor Racer, you're not looking to get countered anyway. Like, you picked this car because the other team doesn't have a counter to it. Because if they do, then you're kind of screwed. I mean, I guess the big gamble with Motor Racer is that you can also get hit by your own teammates and it cancels the ult like that. But I don't know. I'm expecting Zen. No, P1. This is funny because the P1 was a paid car. I never thought it was good. This car was ultra horsepower, is basically the same thing as a DB11. It's not a good car. What? There's no way we thought the M8 was this good back then. Nah, that's like M4 tier. How? I guess if you're good enough with the blinks, you can go that fast, but its base speed is so slow. It's just so slow all around. I was trying this out for a video, and it was really not good. Zen is over here. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Zen is really good. It gives you a huge buff at the start, so you can just charge ult and then blast off with Motor Racer, and nobody will touch you unless they're faster than you. The 911 is this low. 911 was like the noob's best friend. Everyone had this level 10 back then. This was like the car you always see in ranked and always in career mode because it was so versatile. You could hit the ult and it both speeds you up and it auto drives you around the track. Like when you do like a barrel roll through the air with the ult. It is extremely easy to use and very fast. I didn't expect to see this high up though. Shot. This is the M8, but on steroids, and it has an extra blink. If you ever driven this with a trial card back in the day, like when you get the vehicle trial, you know how good the shining is. You don't even have to be a good player to use this. You could just drive. It's the way this works. If you crash into something, it blinks you forward. You could just slam into the wall 4 times and you get like half the track ahead. This is the car that everyone uses for speed running. That's the only reason this is here. On certain tracks where there's a bunch of jumps, this is ridiculously fast. Because every time you get a turbo, it charges your nitrous. So if you run 1x6 with this, as you can see, you just basically have infinite nitrous. Suffering a nerf. Oh! This is why the GTR feels so bad. I've never driven it since it came out, but I knew it was good. Damn, no wonder why. I'm playing the crap version of it now. This is like the car if you joined on the first day of the game, you get this. Kasana is okay. I've driven it a little bit at ranked. I don't really like it though. I always see this, but I never really know what it does. pretty quick though, I think. I don't remember. Oh, this has the G63 thing where it goes invisible. Interesting. Except instead of the G63 where you had to wait for a teammate to use nitrous, you could just use turbo and activate it yourself. So it's not RNG. Okay, here we are, triple thrust. This is where the Excalibur was. This was the free-to-play version of the Excalibur. The Excalibur is ridiculously fast. The Paladin that came out after it, a little bit slower, although if you're a really good player, you can make humongous use of that. Triple thrust has like, you activate ult once, gives you a little bit of speed, twice, lots of speed, 3 times, you're going like nuclear sonic, supersonic. And every time you activate the ult, it's like a normal turbo, so you instantly lock your position of turning. So if you're really good with it, you could decimate any technical track with these. And obviously the Excalibur is the paid version of the triple thrust. There's the Infinity. There's a reason why this is banned from ranked. Either that or it's banned from, I think it... I'm 100% sure this is banned from ranked. I remember nobody ever used this in ranked. Is that it? Wow, that's all the speedsters out back now. Okay, well I want to add a few. Right now, 918 Spider banned from ranked. Porsche 911 Turbo also banned from ranked. Audi RS7 that might be banned from ranked. I'm not sure. Mercedes C63, that's the current season car. Very good. Not banned from ranked though. The kitty. This video doesn't have the kitty. This is faster than the Excalibur, if you can believe that. Okay. This came out during the Hello Kitty event. Everyone had it. It was so fast. If there's a kitty in the race, you might as well just go, okay, first place is gone. All right, team, let's hope for a 2, 3, 5 at least. At least we can salvage a win then, because you're not winning against the kitty. There's no way. The kitty was so stupidly fast, man. Every car has its strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, well, except for air cruisers. Well, no, they're okay now. They're just kind of mediocre all around. They're really fun, though. I love air cruisers. G63 has no strength. Completely worthless vehicle. I-8 and Faraday are literally just like little speed bumps. You barely feel them at all when they're intercepting you. Like, I had one hooked up to me the entire race. He never got to shut off my ult or nitrous once. So I don't understand the reasoning behind that car. Scrambler is so much better. And as for speedsters, I think every speedster is fine. I don't think a single one is that bad. Except for the M4. This car got done dirty. This should have been at least B. Like, I don't know why it's so far down. Who puts that in F tier?